it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy, Take 2. We had some technical difficulties and our vision here was just kind of blurry. I still am not sure what was causing that, but we're looking better now, and we're so glad that you're joining us. It is Thursday, March 20th, 2025. It's the first day of spring, and I wish we had spring-like weather. It's really cold here in central Illinois. It's some nice weather. It's just this is like a typical spring for Illinois where it's like warm, it's cold, it's warm, it's cold. But these colors make me happy, and so I'll deal with the cold weather. I'm fresh home from OnStage, Stampin' Up's annual Demonstrator conference, and I got to see the new annual catalog, some new online exclusives. I got to visit with Demonstrator friends and team members from across the country. It was so fabulous to see everybody. And I had so much fun. I do have to say though, I was like, I'll post and I'll share some updates. Oh my gosh, it went so fast. I feel like I did not have time to sleep, let alone to share. And so I apologize that I was not sharing more during the weekend when I was there, but I was just so in the moment and just trying to enjoy every minute that I could with everybody that was there. But I'm so excited to share with you tonight. So tonight I have some new in colors to share with you. I have some pre-order products to share with you from the annual catalog. And we're going to do some color comparisons. I do have a few project ideas to share with you, although I wasn't able to stamp a lot of samples yet because it's been kind of crazy. Now, this is like a super early sneak peek. The annual catalog does not start until May 6th. Yes, May 6th, 2025. So we have 6 weeks before you're going to be able to order anything from this catalog unless you are a demonstrator. And if you're a demonstrator, you'll be able to pre-order from the annual catalog and from the new May 2025 online exclusives starting next week on Tuesday, May 25th. And so everything that I'm showing you tonight will be available for demonstrator pre-order. And if you're not a demonstrator yet and you like to get stuff early, you should really think about joining my team. We have so much fun, the Jubilant Stampers. We would love to have you join us for all the fun we have in our great community, and also so you can get all the new stuff early. And if you don't want to, that's totally okay. I know that you'll be patient and wait until May 6th is the first day that you'll be able to order all these. I guess it's like 7 weeks. I get this question a lot, and so I just want to let you know that I will be doing a product share to include all the new designer paper that I'm showing you tonight, as well as some new stuff I can't even order yet. So watch for details about that, but it's not going to be for another month because I can't take your money too early for a product share. It's like DSA guidelines. That's the Direct Selling Association. I can't take your money more than a week before I can place the order for the stuff. So product share details are going to come out mid-April. So we still have, like I said, another month or so, but watch for details. You know, I always do a product share, and I'm going to do that again with new ribbon, new designer paper, including online exclusives and some online exclusives that we had in March. I'll include those too. So should we just start with the in colors? I'm so excited about these. So we got to do this little product chart here with the ink colors and have samples of all the cardstock and the ink colors and the markers. And you'll notice there's one missing. The cloud cover ink pad was having some quality issues, and some of the lots were coming out kind of gray. And so Stampin' Up! Decided to pull the ink pads until they could figure out what's going on and get it fixed so that they don't have any bad ink pads going out. And I love that they do that. It kind of stinks, you know, because of course we want to have it. But I would rather it be perfect and just the way it's supposed to be rather than getting a color that isn't right and having to send it back or something like that. So the cloud cover ink pad is currently not available, and I don't know how long it will take them to get that sorted out. Fingers crossed it'll be available when the catalog launches in May. However, it's possible that it may not be, so we'll just see. But it is an in color, and if you're not familiar with Stampin' Up! In colors, they are good for 2 years. So we get these colors, they're sort of the trendy colors that are, really popular in home decor and fashion, and then we get them for 2 years. So these are the 2025 to 2027 in colors. There's 5 of them. And the first one might look familiar if you've been stamping for a while. It is called Strawberry Slush. This is a returning color. It was an in color many years ago. I should have looked it up. I probably 15 years ago, or 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It's been a while. So if you remember Strawberry Slush, give me a thumbs up, give me a hey in the comments, let me know. And I do have an original swatch of Strawberry Slush. It's exactly the same. So if you have Strawberry Slush cardstock or other things from back in the day, you're good to go. It is the same color. 2013. Thank you, Melissa. So that is about 12 years ago. I was right there, right? 10 to 15. Our next color is brand new. It is called Timid Tiger, and it is a light orange. I've been saying that we need a light orange, and this one is so perfect. I'm going to show you what this color looks like compared to other colors, and you're going to see what I mean. Darling Duckling is a really fun, kind of a greenish yellow. I think it pairs so well with these colors, and I thought it was going to look a lot like Daffodil Delight, but when I bring it out, you're going to see it is quite different. Cloud Cover is a beautiful light blue that has a lot of gray to it. This was like the color of the sky yesterday. I'm going to show you compared to some other light blues. And again, I think it's so beautiful with these colors here. They complement each other so well. Our last color is called Secret Sea, and it is a bit of a dark blue, almost like a black dark blue, and similar to Night of Navy, but we're going to compare so you can see. Now, for my comparison, I know sometimes the light can be wonky, so I'm going to bring in white cardstock here so that we get a fresh, like good color palette plate background. Let's start with some Strawberry Slush and do some color comparison. Here is Strawberry Slush next to Melon Mambo. This is a current dark pink that we have in the Brights collection, and I think they pair quite nicely together. Melon Mambo and Strawberry Slush. Here's another pink that we currently have called Flirty Flamingo. Both of these are in the Brights color family, and I think they all are so beautiful together. If you'd like to bring in a light pink, Pretty in Pink, which is an in color, looks so pale compared to these other colors, but it is such a beautiful assortment of pinks here. Now, compared to previous colors, here's the other Strawberry Slush I was telling you. It is exactly the same. So really excited to have perfect color matching there. If you have some old colors, here's Watermelon Wonder. And so this one is definitely more pink. The Watermelon Wonder's a more red color. They're kind of close, but Strawberry Slush definitely has more pink to it. Sweet Sorbet also more of a red color compared to the Strawberry Slush. And Polished Pink is like electric next to those. So I am really in love with Strawberry Slush. I'm so happy it's back. I think it is just such a really pretty pink, and I think it's going to go really well with the colors that we already have. Now, if you can think of a pink that I've missed, then please let me know, because I do have some color swatches next to me so I can pull something out. One I did want to show you, and I've got it actually set to come in to compare to the next color, but I'll bring it in here to compare to Calypso Coral. So Calypso Coral is definitely more of an orange tone, but Strawberry Slush, just that perfect pink. It's just perfect. I love it. If you like pink, yes. Oh, Katie says Strawberry Slush might be her favorite. You guys are going to have to keep track of these colors and tell me which of the new in colors is your favorite. I see your comment about Wild Wheat and Darling Duckling. We're going to get there. I think that it is a lot different. Oh, okay, let's take a look at Timid Tiger next. At first, when I saw this one, I thought, oh gosh, I wonder if that's like Tangerine Tango. Do you guys remember that one? Tangerine Tango is dark. Timid Tiger is very light. Here it is next to Pumpkin Pie, and how perfect of a pairing are these. I love the light dark, the way these play together. Calypso Coral is the one I just brought out to show you, but here it is next to Timid Tiger. So definitely Timid Tiger is more orange, and then Calypso Coral has that more pink tone to it. Peach Pie is a currant in color, and it looks so washed out next to these other colors. I always thought that this was a light orange, and truly if you put them all like next to each other, like that's a really great. Timid Tiger is a nice middle tone between Pumpkin Pie and Peach Pie. But it is definitely a lot darker than Peach Pie. So great middle tone there. So Calypso Coral, definitely pink. Let's bring in some of these other retired colors I have to compare to. And so some of these, I thought, you know, oh gosh, a light orange. It's probably going to be similar to that Peekaboo Peach. A lot lighter. It's almost closer. Look at that. Really close to Peach Pie. But Timid Tiger is definitely darker than Peekaboo Peach. How about Peach Parfait? Still, Timid Tiger is darker than that. And I just think it more like a prettier color. This looks like almost gray, the Peach Parfait. Grapefruit Grove has a totally different tone. Very, like, it goes really well with Calypso Coral, you know, as like a secondary color, but with Timid Tiger is just very different from Grapefruit Grove, I think. Pale Papaya is like so washed out next to Timid Tiger. It kind of would be a good trio here with the Peach Pie, but very, very different from Timid Tiger. Mango Melody used to be our like light orange in the brights, and it is so much brighter than Timid Tiger. Timid Tiger has a lot more of an orange, whereas Mango Melody kind of was that yellowy orange color. And then Only Orange, this is a throw way back. Only Orange is more of like a true orange. So Pumpkin Pie and Only Orange, you know, those compared. Only Orange is such an old color. But Timid Tiger is more of like a subtle, subdued light orange. And like I said, I think it's going to be so beautiful with the Pumpkin Pie. So these are going to be our current colors in the new catalog. Pumpkin Pie, Timid Tiger, Peach Pie, a great series of oranges. And I think Timid Tiger really hits a note that we've been missing from our oranges. Like I said, a nice mid-tone orange here. Jill, regarding the cloud cover, it definitely will get figured out. It's just like one lot of the ink was fine, and then the next one, like somehow the color changed. And so they're just trying to figure out what happened between those lots, between those dye lots. So Tangelo Twist. Let's see, Nancy, if I have some Tangelo Twist. Here's Tangerine Tango, and I have such an odd cut of that one. Let me see, Tangelo Twist. Here are my retired color swatches. Terracotta Tile, Groovy Guava, Crisp Cantaloupe. Look at those. Those were kind of light orangey colors. I don't know if I have Tangelo Twist. Dusty Durango, Terracotta Tile. That might be, oh, there it is. Okay. So Tangelo Twist, let me get these out of the way. My library of colors. All right, Tangelo Twist is really, gosh, close to Pumpkin Pie, isn't that? Oh my. So very different from the Timid Tiger, but pretty darn close to Pumpkin Pie. So if you have some Tangelo Twist, Timid Tiger is definitely a more faded orange color, a more mid orange tone there. All right, let's move on to Darling Duckling. I really thought that this one was going to be just like Daffodil Delight, and it's not. Here's Darling Duckling on its own, a very bright yellow, and it has a lot of green in it, which you don't really see until you start putting the Daffodil Delight and the crushed curry next to it. And so you can see it definitely reads more green to it. Here is Lemon Lime Twist next to Daffodil Delight and Darling Duckling. And so there you kind of see that green really pull out of the Darling Duckling. Somebody said wild wheat. So here's Darling Duckling with wild wheat. It is, I guess it does pair as like a lighter wild wheat, maybe. But yeah, I guess I would use those two together if you have wild wheat. I don't know what else pairs with wild wheat. So Darling Duckling, I suppose, is a brighter, lighter, in the same yellowish green or greenish yellow kind of tone. So these are the current yellows: Lemon Lime Twist, Daffodil Delight, Crushed Curry. And then, of course, wild wheat is going to be discontinued. So I'm going to take that one out. Let's take a look because I've heard this one coming up a lot. Summer Starfruit. Here is Summer Starfruit. This is an in color from a few years back, and it is similar in tone here to the Darling Duckling. It has more green than the Darling Duckling. The three of those kind of make a good trio, don't they? Wild Wheat, Summer Starfruit, Darling Duckling. So the Duckling is more lighter for sure than those two other colors. Some other yellows that we've had in the past, Hello Honey, definitely is more of a true yellow compared to the Darling Duckling. And gosh, Bumblebee, do you remember that one? Those are definitely more yellow, and compared to them, you can see the Darling Duckling definitely has a bit of green in it. Oh, Summer Sun. Summer Sun was definitely yellow, yellow, yellow. Pineapple Punch. Let me bring that one out, and I'll see if I have Yo-Yo Yellow as well. I have a giant yellow section. I shouldn't say giant. I have more yellows. I don't know why I didn't get them all out. I guess because I was just trying to do the ones that were super close. So let me get rid of the Bumblebee and the Wild Wheat and the Summer Starfruit. We saw how those all went. And these are the current ones. So Summer Sun. Oh, do you remember that one? That was an earth element way back in the day when I first started. Definitely kind of like an orangey yellow. More mustard was a different tone altogether, more brown in there. Delightful Dijon has a darker green and brown, almost like, well, Dijon mustard, isn't it? Marigold Morning, that was a pretty one. That was an oldie. Here's Yo-Yo Yellow. Yo-Yo Yellow. So the Darling Duckling, definitely more green than Yo-Yo Yellow. And Pineapple Punch was brighter. Such a bright, 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 almost neon yellow color. And the Darling Duckling is more subdued and has a bit more green in it than the Pineapple Punch. So compared to the other yellows that we currently have, I think that Darling Duckling is kind of a nice little marriage of Daffodil Delight and Lemon Lime Twist. I think that it is a beautiful color that could read green if you needed it to, but is still yellow enough to be the center of a flower or whatever. And I think it goes really beautifully with the other in colors. Let's keep going. Our next in color that I want to show you is Cloud Cover. And this one, when I first saw it, I thought Bordering Blue. Do you guys remember Bordering Blue? This was an old core color, the Bordering Blue. And I'll just start with that one. Oh, no, that's basic gray. Blue. Here we go. Here's Bordering Blue. So Cloud Cover is lighter than Bordering Blue from way back in the day. Let's go over some current colors. First of all, Misty Moonlight obviously is a lot darker. Oh, that's for the other color. That's for the navy. Boho Blue. This is an in color that's going away, and I think it's really pretty. I was going to try to stamp off on this to see if I could get Cloud Cover, but I'm not sure that'll be the right blue. Balmy Blue is another color in the subtles, and it is almost similar in shade, but just a brighter and more blue. The cloud cover has some more gray in it. Here's Pool Party, which has a bit of green in it compared to the cloud cover. Smoky Slate. So it's kind of a cloud cover is sort of a blue gray, so I thought I'd bring in a little bit of the gray. And I think if you kind of like marry these two colors, Pool Party and Smoky Slate, you get cloud cover. It definitely has those vibes together. Let's bring in some other colors. Soft Sky, that was an old color, an in color, and it is more blue, but along the same kind of brightness. Or softness rather. That's funny that they both have like sky names. So cloud cover a little more gray, soft sky a little lighter. Seaside Spray, that one is definitely got more blue, and cloud cover a bit more gray compared to that. Seaside Spray. Baja Breeze, one of my favorite colors. Definitely darker than the cloud cover. I love Baja Breeze. I painted my old stamper in Baja Breeze. I brought the cardstock to the paint store and had them match it. Here's Sage Shadow. This is more of a green, but they look really pretty together. If you have any of that Sage Shadow left over, mint macaron probably would be really gorgeous too. An old blue called Bashful Blue is brighter than the cloud cover. There's Bordering Blue again. I think they're quite different. I thought that they were going to be really, really close, but they're not. And so as I look at all of these, there's Balmy Blue. That's a current blue color. And oh, Boho Blue, we did those. So these are the current blues and the gray with cloud cover. And I think it fits in well. Like I think it fills a gap of sort of the lighter blues. But more than anything, and I keep saying this, is I just love these 5 colors together. I think as a set, they just go so beautifully together. Let's take a look at the last one called Secret Sea. And this one, of course, the very first one I thought of was, what does it look like next to Night of Navy? And Night of Navy is definitely a brighter blue. I never realized that. I really thought this was kind of navy. So this is like navy and black almost. I brought in basic gray because we were talking about this in my class today. And so I guess that Secret Sea is kind of like basic gray and Night of Navy had a baby. Or maybe Night of Navy with black, basic black. Another color that we have is Misty Moonlight, and so it's definitely a lot darker than Misty Moonlight, but those are beautiful together, aren't they? If you have this retired color, Starry Sky, I always thought that this was really, really dark blue. Yeah, no. I mean, it is, but definitely more blue than Secret Sea. Secret Sea is almost like that dark black blue. And then how about Midnight Muse? Do you remember that one? I thought that might be similar too, but whoa, no. The Midnight Muse is definitely got a lot more blue and green in it. And Secret Sea is just really, 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 really dark. This is not even close, but here's Not Quite Navy, which is another older color. Can you guys think of any other dark blues that are from the past that you would like to see compared to Secret Sea? I think I got them all, but I do have my box here. So let me bring back all the colors again. We have Secret Sea and Cloud Cover, Darling Duckling, Timid Tiger, and Strawberry Slush. And these colors are going to come in cardstock and ribbon and embellishments and ink pads. And I assume I should double check here. I assume we have some, oh my gosh. I gave you a tiny little peek. I was going to look about the Stampin' Write markers. So if you're a demonstrator, you can actually look at the catalog right now. It was posted on Monday, so you can look at the PDF. You can also download a product list for the May 2025 online exclusive products that are coming out in conjunction with the mini catalog. You can find that on the demonstrator website as well and print this spreadsheet. Denim and indigo. I can take a look at that really quick. Yes, that is interesting. Bonnie is noting that the Stampin' Write markers are going to be an online exclusive, and they did not talk about that at convention or on stage. And so I'm not really sure why the online exclusives are going to be an online exclusive, but it is true. The Stampin' Write markers, both the in colors and I assume the current colors will be available online and not printed in the catalog. One thing you'll notice about when you get the catalog is that we have, it's a lot smaller than the previous catalog. Let me give you a page count. So we have 145 pages, and the current annual catalog is the same. Actually, that's interesting. I really thought it was smaller. So it is exactly the same size as the current annual catalog. I just feel like the products are showcased better and more efficiently than the previous catalog. And so I really love it. It focuses definitely on new products. There's just a few carryover products that are featured. And I forgot what I was going to say. There's going to be more online. Yes, Katie, I did show Pretty in Pink with Strawberry Slush. I can bring it out again. Okay, someone was asking about Dapper Denim next to Secret Sea. And then I also brought out Concord Crush, which is an old in color, a very dark purple. And dark in the same way as Secret Sea, but definitely a different color there. There is a lot of scrapbooking kits, Melissa, in the new catalog, and I think there seem like there are fewer new stamp sets, but we are starting to have like online exclusives launched at the same time, and so there are a bunch of new bundles with the online exclusives. There's 6, 7, 8 new bundles, 2 new suites, a couple extra stamp sets. So I actually, when I did my pre-order, I didn't realize what was online exclusives and what was annual catalog. And I ordered, I think, mostly the online exclusives. So there's a lot of amazing things that will be available in addition to the annual catalog, what's printed in there at the same time. So lots of things for us. There's no shortage of amazing new products. Okay, tell me which of these in colors is your favorite. Strawberry Slush or Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover, Secret Sea. There's Pretty in Pink next to Strawberry Slush. It's so pretty, isn't it? Tell me which of these is your favorite. I wanted to make a couple cards really quick with the in colors before we move on. And then I'm going to show you things that I pre-ordered, some other new product and paper and a few cards that I've made. And then I have some swaps and gifts to share with you that I brought home from OnStage. So it might be a little bit of a longer video tonight, but there's just so much to share. So let's take a look here. Let's make a card. I was trying to figure out what to do, and I used a new embossing folder. This one is part of the online exclusives, and I'm going to show it to you. It's with the products bucket, but it is called the Pressed Flowers embossing folder. And so I embossed a piece of all of the colors of cardstock here, and I always like the rainbow order. This makes me happy. Isn't that a pretty embossing folder though? I really like that. So for the first card idea I was trying to decide between 2 different things, and you guys can help me you can help me decide. Maybe we won't finish the card. We'll just do a little bit of stamping. So for the first card, I thought, oh, it would be pretty to use this bloom where you're planted because it's the first day of spring, right? And so I thought I would do something with this two-step like bouquet stamp. And so I am going to stamp the flowers and then the leaves. Trying to line it up while on video was hard. Okay, and then I thought it would be fun to do this other new stamp, Thinking of You, one of my favorite greetings. And so these would be two different cards, but I couldn't decide if I liked the flowers stamped on there or if I liked just something simple with the Thinking of You. I feel like I like the bloom where you're planted. Don't you like that one better? Let's stamp a couple more and see. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to finish these card ideas. I was getting everything else organized for you. We're going to clean our stamp really quick in between. And let's take a look at another in color, Strawberry Slush. I already did these ahead of time in black so that they would be ready to go. Oh, I love that. It's so pretty. It's like a little bouquet or the Thinking of You. I really wish we could have ordered the ribbon, but we weren't able to order the ribbon yet for the new in colors. And I don't think anything is going to change for the pre-order that starts next week. I think it's going to be all the same things that we were able to order during the product purchase premiere from OnStage. So if you're a demonstrator, just take note that you will not be able to order everything during the demonstrator pre-order. You're only able to order select products during the annual catalog pre-order. And that's because usually there's a lot more in the annual catalog than there is in the mini catalog. And so they just don't have the room on the line for all the annual catalog stuff and then all the mini catalog stuff. There's Timid Tiger. Oh no, we're blurry again. I wanted to try Balmy Blue. Not Balmy Blue. What is this? Boho Blue. To try to get a color that is light enough to be cloud cover, since I don't have the markers. I forgot to order the markers. And I don't have the ink pad. I think that works. I think we could stamp off and have, so we're stamping off of Boho Blue to do a cloud cover. Cloud cover. Oh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Melissa, I'm going to show you that stamp set in just a little bit when I get to the unboxing part. Sorry for the tease. Let's do one more here. I'm going to try to stamp off on the Secret Sky because it's too dark to go on top of the black. You wouldn't be able to see the letters. Oops. Oh, I put the leaves on the wrong one. Oh my goodness. That's pretty. Okay, well, you can kind of see where I'm going with these cards. I will finish layering them. I'm thinking I'll put them on like a white card base and add some of the new in color dots. which look like this. They're so pretty. The In Color Flat Pearls is what they're called, and there's some for every one of the 5 in colors. So I will figure out how to embellish these. So stay tuned. I'll share my finished set of projects. Bloom Where You're Planted, a combination of some new products using the new In Colors. That maybe is looking too blue now that it's drying. Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush, Cloud Cover, and Secret Sea. I hope you enjoyed that little peek at the In Colors. Next, I'm going to show you some new product that we are able to pre-order as Demonstrator starting Tuesday, March 25th. And I can't show you the inside pages of the catalog, so you're just going to have to trust me here. The catalog starts with some kits, because kits are a great thing to start with if you're brand new to stamping. There are some sneak peeks of some new kits that are coming. I'm not sure exactly if they will be April, May, or June, but I'm really excited. There's some pop-up animals. I think I posted a couple pictures on Facebook, and after the live tonight, I'll share some pictures of the sneak peek kits in my YouTube community tab, so if you'd like to see them there. I think there's like 4 or 5 sneak peeks of kits. I love kits. There's also some brand new scrapbooking workshop kits, so if you'd love to scrapbook and like the convenience of having those put together for you, there are 3, 4 new scrapbook kits, and most of them coordinate with new suites that also have card making products. So one of the things that is new for scrapbooking are these Memories and More cards, and we were given a package of these Memories and More cards called Celebration Expressions at OnStage. So all attendees received a package of the Celebration Memories and More cards. I was having some issues with stamping, so I stamped a few times. Memories and More cards have the 4x6 cards, and these are so fun with the light colors and the party balloons and candles theme. Then we also have some 3x4 cards, and this set in particular has many multiples of each card design. So really fun patterns, and you can use these for the pocket memory keeping. This is what a crowning achievement. You can use them for card making, you can use them for traditional scrapbook pages. There are just so many different ways. So they gave us each one of the large and small card and envelopes, basic white card and envelopes. And then also we received this new stamp set called Layered Thoughts, which has sort of like a marker look to it with the sentiments love, thinking, and happy birthday. And then there's some scripty ones that kind of go with that. So thinking of you, thank you, happy birthday to you. So some different ways that you can use that. Such a fun stamp set. This one is inspired by Million Sales Achiever Barb Brimhall. And so we made these cards with the Celebration Expressions, Memories and More card pack, and the Layered Thoughts stamp set. So much fun. And then we get into the suites with the products that coordinate. So we have designer paper and stamps and embossing folders and embellishments. So for this first suite, I don't remember the name of it. This first suite is called Florals in Bloom, and it coordinates with the In Colors. I want so very much to just open it up and show you the catalog. I can't. This is a 12x12 designer paper with some beautiful floral images, and you can see the double-sided designs here. These feature not only the In Colors, but also like Poppy Parade. We've got some Granny Apple Green, some fresh freesia, Highland Heather Petunia Pop, a little bit in there, some Lost Lagoon Pretty Peacock, lots of different colors here in these flower papers. And then this page, I believe, fits the die cuts that coordinate with the Pretty Floral stamp set. So you'll be able to cut out some of the flowers right from the designer paper. So the Pretty Florals bundle, there's 2 bundles. The Pretty Florals is a 2-step stamp set and bundle. So you would do, well, 3-step, I guess, because you have the stem. And you would do like the detail on top of the lighter layer. And then the die cut the stamp images, but then we also do have some detailed dies to create lots of different flowers with. So such a beautiful bundle. The second bundle is called Sweet Blooms, and this also has some coordinating dies, but I chose not to purchase them. The coordinating dies has some layered Lovely and Bloom, where you can die cut the stamp image, or you can die cut a detailed and a layered piece for each of those words. Then you can combine the different words. Have a lovely day, bloom where you're planted. This is what I was just stamping. So on the cards that I just stamped, all of the stamps came from this stamp set, Sweet Blooms. The bloom where you're planted, and then the bouquet of flowers comes from the same set. So this one called Sweet Blooms does have coordinating dies. So we've got a word set and the Pretty Florals. And then of course our flat pearls for the in color. So all 5 of those colors: Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, and Strawberry Slush. I know the fonts are so pretty. And then here's the card that you see. I created this one on Tuesday. I had a mystery stamping Zoom with my team, and I used the measurements from one of the cards I'm going to show you next. That was part of the after hours class. I used the same measurements to create this card. So I used the designer paper, the Pretty Florals, and then I used a message bundle that is part of the online exclusives. And so I'll save this card and bring it out again to show you what that bundle looks like. It has one big stamp and one big die to die cut a bunch of greetings. So I use that for this set. But the layers here, I used the Peach Pie and Timid Tiger. The orange on top is Peach Pie. I used Timid Tiger for the dark detailed layer, and then Lost Lagoon on the leaves. I pulled those colors from the paper. Good question. Elizabeth says, how thick are the flat pearls? They're definitely a bump of an embellishment. They are pretty flat though, so like they're not very dome shaped, but they're still a heftier embellishment. I probably would try to cushion that, but there are other embellishments that we have that are new that are more dome shape and thus a little bit bigger and trickier. Good question. And thank you so much, Andrea, for the reminder. If you're enjoying this unboxing video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to my channel because we have lots of fun with new product unboxing as well as swap videos, project videos. We just have all kinds of inspiration going on here. So this is the first suite in the catalog. The next suite that is featured in the catalog is, I was going to keep this one out. The turtles. Oh my gosh, this one is just so stinking cute. I wasn't sure about the turtles, and when we registered at OnStage for the after hours class, we got to choose from 2 stamp sets, 2 stamp set bundles. One of them was a flower one, which I haven't shown you yet, and the other one was the Turtley Awesome. And I thought that a lot of my team would get the flowers, and so I decided just to be different and get the Turtley Awesome, and I'm so glad that I did. This bundle is so cute, and it has coordinating paper. Not only a coordinating paper, but a whole coordination, a whole suite of products. So the designer paper is called Turtley Cute. I love such a good pun. This is a 12 by 12 designer paper. So you're getting 2 sheets each. This one has a whole nother side. I should just show you the whole sheet. The whole other side. So you have these little vignettes. I love that they do this. It's just so much fun. Look at the bride and groom. Seriously, so cute. Then you can cut these other pieces apart 4x6 to create little scenes. So of course I had to do that. I created a little scene by cutting out another image from the designer paper and using the stamps to stamp Sweet Friend. I also used the new embossing folder. Let me show you all of these little bits. But first things first, I gotta finish this designer paper. Okay, so the designer paper is double-sided, and we have a lot of turtles that can be cut out with scissors, some with dies, that are just adorable. So here we got a whole band. We got a banjo, we got the accordion, we've got the drum, we've got the the trumpet, and then we have some outdoor turtles, watering plants, looking at birds, beekeeping. So fun. I love that they give each one kind of enough room that you can cut them out without any problem. Here's some summer fun ones. We've got one that's dressed up with a snorkel and a inner tube to go swimming. Someone's had a little too much sun, and a beach towel with a drink. We got a we got one that is barbecuing. This one is so cute for my husband. And then some other little accessory images like the beach ball and the sand castle and the shells. We have more turtles. This reminds me of that zoo paper, the Zoo Crew, because there were like different animals doing different things. So here's one that's like outdoors. We've got one eating ice cream. We've got one on the penny, what is it? Penny farthing? Is that what they are? Penny farthing. It's, my brain just turned off. What do you call these bikes that have the big one and the little one? You'll tell me, I know, in the comments. This one I think coordinates with a die from the set. And then our last paper has some birthday turtles, one with a balloon. This one's dancing, one that's made a cake. We've got one with a present here. And some of these do die cut with the dies that coordinate. Lots of fun patterns on the backside. Penny farthing. Thank you, Melissa. I had it right. I just second guessed myself. Okay, so this card uses one of the fussy cut turtles and also this embossing folder called Turtle Textures, which sort of has that sort of like stone texture. Oh, I thought I embossed one, but I didn't. But you can kind of see here. Now, I use the two-tone cardstock. That reminds me, I saw a comment earlier, whether or not the product share would include two-tone cardstock, and at this point I don't plan to include two-tone cardstock as part of the product share, but I guess I would consider it if more people were wanting it. Two-tone cardstock has a light side and a dark side. The color is printed on the cardstock as opposed to dyed all the way through like our normal cardstock is. So this card also uses some of the embellishments called Shades of Green hexagons. These are definitely thicker than sequins. They are harder as well, like almost like a plastic, and beautiful shades of green here with almost like the shamrock or like a peacock and a lagoon, a lighter green soft sea foam in two different sizes, the large and the small. And even though they are thicker and a little heavier, I think they're still going to do okay with the mailing, I would say. There's also some ribbon, and this two-tone ribbon has a shaded spruce on one side and soft sea foam on the other. A really gorgeous ribbon. You can see both colors there on the bordered edge. So fun. I know, yay, green. Yes, I think well, it's called Turtle Textures, but I really do think that it would work with a lot of different things. I think it's just kind of a great natural, almost even like a stone, right? Like I think it would go great with lots of things. Excuse me. I wanted to show you how awesome these dies are, because this was not something that I noticed until I saw the demonstration on stage. First of all, there are a lot of accessory dies in here. The dies include dies to die cut the images, 3 turtles, and then some of the stamp sets or stamp images like the balloon and the ice cream cone and the flower and the birds. But there's also some detailed ones like the flowering can and the chef's hat, and there's an apron in there as well. And I wanted to point out these two that die cut the turtles because there is a special line in here as part of the die that die cuts the arm a little bit like this so that you can put something underneath it so that the turtle can be holding the ice cream cone or the balloon or the flowers or, you know, something else. And so both of those tall dies of the turtle have the line that will die cut so that they can hold something. I just thought that was kind of a fun little detail, so I wanted to point that out. Aren't they cute? Tell me yay or nay, do you like the turtles? Peg thinks that they look like pickles. I don't disagree, but they're cute. They're cute pickles. Do you think or not? I do think the turtles are polarizing. I've heard some people who love them and some people who are not a fan. So tell me which way you lean on these cute turtles, and maybe your mind will be changed as you see more projects, but I do think that they have a lot of personality and are super cute. Part of the after hours class included card ideas and scrapbook pages, and so these are the 2 cards that I created during our class. Now, even though we were given the dies, we did not have an opportunity to die cut, so I fussy cut and I just colored with Stampin' Blends and ink pads for these, and I would have loved to emboss this one with the turtle texture, but I didn't have access to that embossing folder yet during the class. So such fun cards. Now this one uses Secret C for the card base, and this one uses the cloud cover for the card base. Alita is asking about when you emboss with 2-tone cardstock, does it show the white core? So yes and no. So I did do the 2-tone cardstock here, and so some of these places where you can see like sometimes it gets creased. You can kind of see a little bit white showing through. If you want the white to show through, you could use like sanding paper. In fact, we kind of had a fun little station at OnStage that showed some different techniques that you can do with 2-tone cardstock. So when you tear 2-tone cardstock, you're going to see the white core. And so that's kind of a fun technique to do. And then here is where it was sanded, and so you can see that white. So you can imagine when you're embossing that when you sand, you're sort of highlighting the embossed image by sanding that raised edge. And then here is showing it just folded over so you can see how there is light and dark sides. And then this one too, you can see the light and dark side. So all of the colors now are available in 2-tone cardstock, and that comes in 12 by 12. But I will tell you the 2-tone cardstock is a lot thinner than our standard cardstock, and so I find that it's great for layers like I've done here and here, but as a card base I think that it's a little bit lightweight for a card base. Okay, I'm trying to watch your questions. I think I got them all. But if I missed one, please let me know. Let's move on to our next suite from the catalog. Ooh, I think you guys are gonna like this one. I was hoping to make a card with it before I went live, but I just kind of ran out of time. So coming soon, let me show you the items. Ooh. This one is called Beautiful Gallery. It includes a 6x6 package of designer paper that has that hand-painted look because a Stampin' Up! Concept artist created all of the artwork that you see in this 6x6 designer paper. They created these landscapes and photographed them and created this paper. Some of the other sides, a lot of these sometimes are done digitally, but a lot of this artwork, like the paintings, are done and painted by Stampin' Up! Artists. So this 6x6 designer paper is going to include 12 different patterns, and you'll get 4 of each. They are literal works of art. Some of them are a little more sketchy. Some of them have that look of oil painting, some hand-drawn. I wouldn't doubt if there were multiple artists working on this one, because each one has kind of a little bit of a different look. Very like Renaissance. Beautiful designer paper. Like I said, you just frame. You just frame or add like, you know, add some words. So this is another mega suite. There's 2 different bundles, and for both of these, I was trying to save my pennies and I did not get the dies. I didn't get the bundles, but I really wish that I had to show you how amazing they are. This one included some dies that sort of partially die cut. I'm just gonna have to get them and show you, so stay tuned. And then this one included, am I getting it wrong? Oh, almost showed it to you again. This one, let me just describe the dies to you. Yes, no, this is the one that has the partial die cuts. And there's like a leaf and then some scrolls and some detailed dies. And this one includes 2 dies that are frames, and then some detailed dies that die cut the images, as well as a few little details. So dynamic dies, this is probably the one I will end up getting. This one had the frames, and I don't know if I'll get that one. I can't get everything, right? Amazing frames of the sentiments. Oh, that's a different one, Melissa. I'll show you that one with the online exclusives. Then we have an embossing folder. This is the Damask Designs embossing folder. Really pretty here with that traditional damask image. Kind of small. I would say that's about like a 1/2 inch. And it's, now I gotta measure it, 3/4 of an inch maybe. It's a small design. Yeah, a 1/2 inch wide, 3/4 of an inch long. And then we have some embellishments. These are called pressed flower motifs. This is very heavy. And I don't know if this was just mine or if this is typical, but I have found that they are, because they're so heavy, the glue dot is not keeping it in place, and they're kind of scattering in the package. These are heavy. They're like metal, and they are self-adhesive. But like I said, you can kind of tell they've been sliding all over the place. And then they have this sort of like imprinted flower design. Really, really pretty. Another element to this suite is the ribbon, and this is a I think it's basic beige, yeah. And I believe that this is the same ribbon type that we'll also have in the new in colors, but I haven't seen that ribbon in person yet. The new in color ribbon. This one, basic beige, really pretty with this designer paper. I think you're just gonna, we're gonna see some beautiful, beautiful cards with this one. I know, Janice, I think it's gonna be hard to cut some of these designs, especially this one that has just such a big, big presence. Like, how do you not use that whole thing? So let me know what you think about this one. Very polar opposite from the turtles. So I'm curious to see what you think. Now I'm going to move on to some more suites and products, but I think that this might be the end of what I could get from the annual catalog, or what I chose to get from the annual catalog. And the rest of the products that I'm showing you are from the online exclusives. But the online exclusives and the annual catalog will launch at the same time. And so they are kind of like, you know, joined. The online exclusives are just like more product that are just not pictured in the catalog, but they're all going to be coming out at the same time. So you'll be able to get them all at the same time, and you'll have so many options. You won't feel like you're being shortchanged at all, because there is so many things to get. So let's move on to those online exclusive, and this one I can show you because it's not the inside of the catalog. Okay. Our next one is the Floral Impressions Suite. And this is the other bundle that some people were able to order or get for the after hours class. And so it's a two-step stamp set with the detail and the bold. And it also has these really great oval dies. So these dies die cut the images, but then there's also a separate detail die. So you can use to either do detail die cuts or to die cut the stamped images. Aren't these ovals fantastic? I'll give you a quick little measurement. The ovals are 3 inches wide by 4 inches. So they're going to take up a good spot on the card, but still lots of room for designer paper and other things. Here are the 2 cards. Now, when we were stamping at the class, Mom stamped the flower cards for me, and I stamped the turtle cards for her. So these are the cards that she created. She used some of those new ink colors, the Darling Duckling, Timid Tiger, and Strawberry Slush. A little cloud cover over here and that secret sea in the center of the flowers. This suite includes the bundle and some designer paper, which is gorgeous. We've got these sort of rainbow, it's a whole 12 by 12 page of rainbow flowers. There's like a column of red and pink and orange and yellow and green and blue and purple. And then we have the back side. So let me show you this designer paper. So this is 12 by 12, and you're going to get 2 sheets each of 6 different patterns. That's a good question, Cindy, about whether the layer's oval. I'll die cut them real quick. I haven't had a chance to do that, so I assume that they layer together, but we'll take a look at that really quick. These are all hand drawn, but they almost look like pressed flowers. They're so pretty here. Lots of different colors of the flowers, and I love these B-sides with the monochromatic patterns. Really gorgeous. I think it's interesting, and I'm going to actually bring it back up and show you because we have 2 very colorful flower designer papers that I think are quite similar to each other. So this one is in the online exclusives, and it is called the Floral Impressions. And then that first one that we had was called Florals in Bloom. They both even say florals. And so they are different. I would say these are more like whimsically drawn, and these are maybe a little more detailed. They're kind of similar in all the different colors. Here's the B-sides. These are online exclusives. These are annual catalog. Both are going to be available at the same time, and both of them are available for the pre-order. Let's die cut the ovals really quick. Oh, let me finish showing you the things. I get so distracted sometimes. There's just so many awesome things. Then we'll die cut the ovals. Okay. This is where that embossing folder is, the Pressed Flowers embossing folder. This is part of the Floral Impressions suite, and it is a big embossing folder, like a 6 by 6 there. And this is the embossing folder that I used on these half cards. They're not totally cards yet, but I think it went really well with that stamp set that was in the annual catalog. Okay, so this one's called Pressed Flowers. And then also part of this suite, we have the Strawberry Slush and Pretty Pink Dots. There's also some white. Now these are kind of faceted gems. They are a little bit more dome-y in their footprint. So they're not quite flat. They really are beautiful. They have kind of that iridescent sparkle in them, and you get the 3 colors and 2 sizes of each. And then the last thing, this feels random to me, but I think that they're beautiful. This is the Foiled Frames and Labels Ephemera Pack. And I think that these would be gorgeous with that gallery 6 by 6 designer paper that we just saw. I'm totally going to use the gold here to mix and match with those. Of course, all of the things in the suites you can mix and match. None of them are only could be used for this. So I love that though. I love that there is coordination and everything is versatile and can be mixed and matched, like a good wardrobe where you have just some good like pieces that you can mix and match and wear together. So the gold foiled frames and labels ephemera pack is an online exclusive item that goes with this Bloom Impressions Floral Impression Suite. Let's take a look really quick. Yes, so I'm going to die cut these just so we can have a quick look. And one of them, you can tell right off the bat, has kind of a stitched, I think that's going to die cut a whole frame. And then this one is just a solid oval. So let's die cut them real quick. We'll have a look and then we'll know for sure exactly what they look like. I reached for the first thing and it happened to be Secret C cardstock. So hopefully we can still see what this looks like. All right, so first of all, we've got two ovals that do layer on top of each other, just barely. Can we see that? And then there's also the frame that kind of goes over that too. So the frame die cuts the smaller oval and the frame, and the larger one is the standalone. So this one and that, and then this layers behind that. I like that size a lot. That's really pretty. Okay, so get those back in here with the Impressions of Bloom bundle, designer paper, Florals impression, pressed flower embossing folder, the ephemera frames, the strawberry slush gems. What do you guys think of this one? Isn't it pretty? Let's take a look at the next one. It also has some really great gems. Here's another one where I held off on the dies. This one is called the Celebratory Sips Suite. It includes 12 by 12 designer paper, this fun Cheers and Sips bundle, which has obviously a cocktail, a drink kind of theme to it. We've got a couple different glasses. We've got some different things that you would put inside your drink. An umbrella, strawberries, ice, a lemon or lime, wedge, a raspberry, olive, and then there's cheers to you, to us, it's your day, let's celebrate. This is a photopolymer stamp set and it is actual size on the front. The designer paper 12 by 12 has some images of the cocktails, but if this is not your thing, pay attention to this paper because this one's one of my favorites for all the other designs. The colors are really beautiful, very rich. We've got that Timid Tiger, pretty in pink. We've got some of the purple, the Blackberry Bliss. We've got some of the blue, the cloud cover, and Granny Apple Green in there. I just love these flowers. Now this one I think is intended to be stamped like some of the glasses on it. Actually, maybe not. It just kind of reminds me of that Full of Life paper that we have right now, that's 6 by 6. The whole thing is just different squares of these watercolored shapes. Great background to use for lots of different things. Here's one where you could fussy cut the glasses or check out the back side. Just really fun patterns here. Lots of little garnishes, cherries, strawberries, lemon, lime, and on the back side a Secret C kind of polka dot pattern. This one is my favorite because I just love the way these colors look together. We've got some bubble bath in there with the Blackberry Bliss, the Poppy Parade, some pumpkin pie, Timid Tiger, some garden green old olive, and then the stripes on the back. Isn't it beautiful? So even if you're not into the cheers and sips, I think this designer paper has a lot of other things that you're really going to love about it. And you're going to be able to create some really great cards, I think, with this designer paper. So cheers and sips. Then we also have these embellishments called holographic resin dots. Now I do have to warn you, these are chunky. These are big. Probably the biggest of the embellishments that we have that are new. And they just have more of a dome to them. So they just take up a little bit, especially the large ones. They're just a little bigger, but check out that cool color. It's sort of this like holographic, a little green, a little yellow, a little blue. I think it's going to go with different colors depending on what you put with it. This one has some pretty ribbon. It is this gold striped mesh ribbon. We have one right now that's an iridescent stripe, and this is the same kind of ribbon, except it's gold instead. I think this is going to be gorgeous for Christmas time, but I also think it just is really pretty and light to go with so many different things. The embossing folders in this suite come in a set of 2. They are called the Glass and Garden embossing folders, and they will fit into the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. These are the only embossing folders that Stampin' Up! Will have right now that do fit in that mini machine, but I'm so glad to see them come out with that. So we've got this great little flower border, and then also this one, which is almost like a stained glass kind of design. Maybe you can see it a little better here on the image. So these are smaller. They're going to go in that mini machine. So they're about 3 3/8 by 6 1/4 inch each. And it does include both designs in the same package. Okay, so we have a stamp set die, we have designer paper, we've got fun embellishments, and we have ribbon and embossing folders. This is such a fun suite. This Cheers and Sips bundle, Celebratory Sips. Now this is going to be an online exclusive, but there is a coordinating workshop kit that is pictured in the annual catalog. So I think this one is going to stick around for a while. I know it is confusing with the online exclusives to have things that have an indefinite period of time. With the catalogs, we have a very specific time frame when things are available. With the online exclusives, it's a little more open-ended. So we may have things that are available for 4 months or 6 months or a year, and we don't necessarily know when they come out. So it's always a good idea to get the things that you like right away with the online exclusives, but generally, I think things have been having 3, 4, 6, months minimum. Don't quote me on that because then something's going to sell out really fast, but that's just what I've noticed with the online exclusives. And the mini catalogs are only 4 months. And so the online exclusives seem to be like at least that or longer. And I like the or longer part to it because the mini catalogs sort of have a set end date, and the online exclusive have the flexibility to stick around a little bit longer. And I just think that's kind of fun. All right, so those are the 2 suites for online exclusives, but there's a whole bunch of bundles that are available. And like I said, when I did my pre-order, I didn't realize what was annual catalog and what was bundle, and I ended up getting a lot of them. Just gonna bring the whole thing up here and show you. One of the bundles I'm really excited to play with is a new hybrid embossing folder called Sunrise Sailing, and it has some coordinating dies which will go into the folder. Is this got 2 sheets? It does. Oh, the border, that's kind of fun. So there's like a water wave, and then it's this die here that will fit into the embossing folder so that you can stamp and die cut at the same time. Even just the stamp set alone, I think is just such a fun one, but I've always been a big fan of nautical theme and stamp sets and things, and so I think that this one just is right up my alley. Sunrise Sailing includes you can get the stamp set by itself, or you can get the embossing folder and dies by themselves, or you can get them bundled together. So this one's an online exclusive and such a fun one. I can't wait to play with this one a little bit more. Another bundle that is really fun is the More Messages, and we have had one like this before that has 1 stamp, which is currently on a block, and 1 die, and so you run that through, you stamp it and run it through, and you die cut all of these little pieces. And so I have done this with the the peach pie and with the white. And then actually for the turtle card, I sent a die through by itself just to have the tags to stamp other sentiments on. But here's the card I made, and I showed that one earlier, where I used some of the die cut greetings here from the more messages. Did you guys get this one last time? Let me know if you got the one that was like this. I don't remember when that was. I would say maybe 5 years ago. Tammy, so glad you're joining us tonight. Everyone who went to OnStage was able to pre-order early. So we had a period of time over the weekend that just ended yesterday for our pre-order or product purchase premiere. Demonstrator pre-order for all demonstrators does start on Tuesday the 25th. So everything that I'm showing you that I was able to get during the product purchase premiere, you'll be able to order on Tuesday. And all of these products don't start until March. So we got them super early. Okay, so more messages, yay or nay. I'm kind of excited to be able to just stamp a whole bunch of greetings and then have them on the ready to put on my cards. Oh, Karen says with the older version, she didn't realize that it was one stamp and she didn't really like it. I definitely, I get that vibe. So it is one stamp. I know some people have cut it apart. So this is a rubber stamp and you could definitely trim here. But if you trim, it will no longer line up with the die. So you just know that. I know some people got two and trimmed one and left one whole, but that seems like a waste, to do it that way. But if you were getting just the stamp, maybe, but if you were getting the die, although I guess you could, no, I think I would still want it whole. But anyway, you do have the option if you want to cut it apart. I think it makes a fun background too. These, I think, sentiments are a little bit bigger than the last ones, if I remember correctly, but it's been a little while. Yeah, she said that it was hard to line them up then. I had a pretty easy time because there were fewer, I think, words on this one than the last one. I didn't really have any problems lining the die up. So that was good news. So more messages. This one is coming out as an online exclusive. Another bundle that's coming out is this one called Scenic Adventures. And I'm just a sucker for outdoor stuff. I also just really love this font. You're amazing. These are 80%. So let me open this up and show you. They're a little bit bigger in person. There's some trees and the clouds and the kind of like a water or ground, the flowers, and then the sentiments say, can't wait to see you again. Let the journey begin. Let the adventure begin. Just breathe and take it slow. Oh, I love that one. And then cheers to another. And you could put adventure or journey, kind of like mix and match those. So Scenic Adventure also has some detailed dies, which include some tree lines, some stars and the moon, some detailed trees. This looks like kind of mountaintops. So I think lots of fun to mix and match this. There is not coordinating designer paper for this one, although I feel like there should be because that would be a beautiful combination. But it's just the bundle for Scenic Adventure. And this one, again, is an online exclusive. And another bundle that's coming out, this one has a punch. And I wasn't able to order it, but I can tell you there is a bundle coming out in the new annual catalog that has a 1 7/8 inch circle punch, and it has some kind of jungle animals. It's going to be interesting to see what Stampin' Up! Is doing with the other circle punches, like 1 3/4 and 2 inches, because 1 7/8 inches right in the middle of that. So speaking of which, the last chance list should be posted, Stampin' Up! Has said, quote unquote, near the beginning of the month. I'm guessing since April 1st falls on a Tuesday, which is kind of their magic day for releases, that we're going to see the last chance list come out on April 1st. That's not an announcement. That's just what I am surmising from information that Stampin' Up! Has shared. The official date is near the beginning of the month. So it may not be on April 1st, but
whenever they post the last chance list near the beginning of April, we'll find out exactly what products are being discontinued, and then we'll be able to surmise which products are going to be carried over as online exclusives, because there's a lot that isn't appearing in the printed catalog that I assume will mean will be more online that's not retiring. I don't think they're going to retire everything. So stay tuned for that. Oh, you know what? The adventure. Melissa says there's a scrapbook paper that would be great with it. There is a workshop kit, and you can get a designer paper and sticker sheet that has that outdoor theme. Melissa, good thought on that. We weren't able to pre-order it, but there's also a stamp set that goes with it that is more scrapbook focused, and you could get that sticker sheet and the designer paper and use it with this to make more cards. I love that. Thank you for reminding me of that, Melissa. Okay. So this punch bundle is called Sweet Jar. It has a jar and a lid and some coordinating stamps. These are shown at 95% almost true size. And there are some like cookies and hearts and jelly beans and clovers and candles. I have to say I'm really confused about the candles because I don't understand why you would put candles, especially lit candles, inside a jar with a lid. What am I missing about candles and jars? I mean, I know that you have jar candles, but I don't understand why you would put birthday candles in a jar. The die have stitching. Oh, good question. I think you're talking about this die. Laura, this die does not have stitching. It is just a straight line. There are some label dies that do have stitching, and that one is next. This one's called Sentimental Framing, and it has some great sentiments with mixed font, some script and some bold, or like typeface. And then we have these dies that have some really like elegant stitching. And look at the way these layers are kind of these frames. And there is a large one, and they sort of nest inside of each other. A smaller one and a smaller one, and a little square, a longer rectangle, a little border. These are really fun. And I haven't had a chance to die cut them yet, but you can see lots of little detail in the stitching and then also in the dots. And so I think this is going to be just a really great bundle. Nice versatile sentiment. So some of the words in here include I'm so grateful, thinking of you, from last tears, wishing you all the best. I'm happy we've shared them together. There are no words to fill the void, but know that I am here. Through it all, you've always been there for me. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. You make my day that much brighter and my love for you that much stronger. Love you, thinking of you. You make everything feel all right. Our friendship is full of memories I treasure the most. I love all of these. I think they're going to be so good. And these I think are going to be very like dainty and very very feminine. I'm excited to see how these all work together. So this is another online exclusive bundle that you'll be able to order starting in May, or demonstrators on Tuesday, March 25th. I don't know what I was thinking when I ordered this. It's super cute. But I don't know, maybe there was like a cute sample or something. It's also a smaller bundle because it has just a little die set, but it's popcorn. It says poppin' by to say hello. No one's butter than you. God, I'm such a sucker for puns. My father is Pop-Pop to my kids, and so I think this would be a really fun card, or a really fun stamp set to make a Father's Day card for. Happy Father's Day, Pop-Pop with popcorn. I mean, it's kind of amazing. Then over here we have some dies that die cut the kernels and also the little popcorn. Look at his face. And then there's some glasses and some shoes. Some shoes. The popcorn guy has shoes. Well, stay tuned. I'm probably going to make you want the stamp set that you didn't even think you needed, but it's pretty cute. Elizabeth says nay. It's okay. It's not for everybody. Tell me what you think about this next bundle. It is called Party Piggy. And again, I don't know what I was thinking. Why did I get this? but he's pretty cute. And it says, "What's shaken, bacon? I am so proud of you." Oh, okay, I'm gonna have fun with this one. Party Piggy has some coordinating dies, and one of them is a circle to cut out his belly so that you can put a little shaker in his belly. So we've got these little shakers. They're called small circle shaker domes. And so this is going to be a very 3D card. Actually, that's not as big as I thought it would be. So essentially you will die cut a circle for his belly, and then you can put some shaker elements in there. So all of these are the online exclusives. This is loose shaker elements, and it has some like small little iridescent tubes, some circles, some stars, just kind of some fun little shaker elements. And you can get all this stuff together and create a little shaker card. So stay tuned. I'll be making a little party piggy that has a party in his belly. Oh, I know. Sherry says she couldn't cut the belly. I don't know. You might when you can make a cute little shaker. I also feel like his head being able to die cut separately is totally going to have to be on a shaker. And he's going to be like shaking his head, having a little shaker party. Oh, another one. I think it was like the price point was small because the die set was so small. And so I was like, oh, why not? All right, one more thing. This is also part of the online exclusives. Isn't this pretty? This is like so random, but it was just sort of stuck in here. It's called Flower Garden Foils Specialty Paper, and it has these 3 different colors, which looks to me like a strawberry slush, pretty in pink, and balmy blue. I don't know. I'd have to look at the product page. This is foil paper that has some embossed designs on it. It's 12 by 12, so you're getting 2 sheets each, 3 different colors, 2 flowers, and 1 kind of geometric design. Really pretty, isn't it? Cloud cover. That makes sense. But it looks, I think, a little more blue-ish than cloud cover. Let's find, where's our cloud cover paper? Let's bring that out. Let's take a look. Yep, it's cloud cover. And strawberry slush. Yeah, and then pretty in pink, you think? Yep. That's what it is. There you go. All right, so that was our unboxing. That was all the things that I pre-ordered. And I do have to tell you, I had some celebration product credit. So I maybe went a little overboard with all the things. So all the product that I showed you, you're going to be able to order as a demonstrator starting Tuesday, March 25th. That's next week. When you place an order, demonstrators, starting March 25th, your annual catalog copy is going to come in that first demonstrator order that you place. They're not going to mail them this time. It's coming in the first demonstrator order, which means that you have more control over when you get it. Whether you're pre-ordering something or just ordering cardstock, adhesive, or any of the current products, any demonstrator order is going to get, let me rephrase that. Your first demonstrator order on or after March 25th is going to get your copy of the annual catalog. So make sure you get that. We should also be able to order copies of the annual catalog as well. So if you've been shopping from me, I'll make sure to get a catalog for you and get that in the mail. I might do the mailing selector. I still got to figure all of that stuff out. This catalog does not start until May 6th, 2025. So there's still a lot of time. And all the things that aren't on the pre-order that are in the catalog will not be available until May 6th, 2025. So there's a few things that you will not be able to order yet, demonstrator. That was my alarm that went off for a second. How about some more? Do you guys want to see some more things? Our video is going long, but if you want to stick around, I have more to show you. I went to OnStage, and part of OnStage is swapping and gifts. And so I've got some to share with you. Do you guys want to see what I brought home? It's like the in-person version of mail call. First, I have some fun little gifts, and some of these don't have names on them, and so I'm not sure. Like this one, I did not get a chance to talk to who gave this to me. And I think I was in the middle of another conversation, and so I wasn't even like aware. But someone handed me this beautiful gift, and I didn't even get to say thank you. So thank you. Thank you so much. Love this little custom tag with my name on it and that cute Be Mine paper. But look at this pouch. It says so many stamps, so little time embroidered on there. And look at the other side. It has my name on it. Inside this little pouch is all the little stuff that we need to survive on stage and traveling. Some hand sanitizer, some Purell wipes, just some little cotton swabs and goodies, a little sewing kit, a little lifesavers Tylenol. This is so perfect for that little travel emergency kit. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you were the one who gave it to me, please say hello so I can give you a proper thank you and send you a card. I got so many little fun treats and trinkets. This one I think was something I got in exchange for a swap, and so I don't have a name on it. Not everybody put their name on their swaps, but I've been waiting to show you this cute little box so that I could eat the candy inside. So a little treat when I'm done with the video tonight. I also got some candy. I think this one was from Mary Ellen Stites, and she also made this cute little box for me. I'm using the Love What You Do postcard, which is available for demonstrators. She just scored the edges of it to make one part of this box top, and then inside a little pen, and she made a little bag tag for me with my name on it, and look at that, my picture's on it too. So much fun. Thank you so much, Mary Ellen, for creating this little gift for me. And again, for the chocolate, I've been waiting so patiently. These are the best Lindor truffles. Yummy, yummy. I got a little cute package from Shar Cooper and Margot Richardson. They worked on putting these together with those cute little book boxes that we had in the mini catalog. Also some candy. I just need to open one of these right now because what I really need is a hot beverage to rest my throat. I love this pretty paper. This is in color designer paper, and we've got some new color family paper patterns that are coming out in the new catalog you're gonna love. I got another little calendar fun. This one is from Andrea Wellman. She used the Thoughtful Journey designer paper. Sorry, I just need to chew this chocolate. I can't talk and eat it at the same time. She used my stamp set. With you in mind, which I am so excited is going to carry over. I'm going to start, actually this is my stamp set too. I started by putting all of my, all of the samples with you in mind. I put those first in my box so I could share those first because I was so happy to see so many people using my set and loving it so much. Here's a card from Jenna, one of my team members. I love, love, love these colors. Pool Party and Calypso Coral with Daffodil Delight. Such a pretty card. I love this layout too. This one is from Andrea, and she did a little direct to paper with the ink pads to create this one. So she used Petal Pink for the card base and then swiped some Cajun Craze and Calypso Coral to create this card. The dies, the Spotlight on Nature dies, are so pretty with the Cajun Craze, and this is Petal Pink. I always use white, and sometimes it's fun, I think, to bring in these different colors. Our next card comes from Michelle Cook, another team member, using the Floral Delight designer paper and some of the stylish shapes with that stitch circle. Old Olive with the Daffodil Delight. Such a pretty combination, and this layout is fantastic. I know, Michelle, our team is the best. I had so much fun hanging out with everybody. This is another team member. This one is from Heather Trudeau, and she did this fun fold. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. It has a double flap. Oh, wait, what? Wait. Oh, it's like, what? That's cool. So it looks like she cut a little bit off the front and scored that. And so then this is a second piece that's added. I like that. I thought it was going to be like a floop, but it's just a floop. Floral Delight designer paper again. I'm really excited to be featuring this designer paper from the January through April mini catalog in my March bonus project kit. So if you haven't ordered yet, you definitely want to make sure to place an order $40 or more by March 31st to qualify for my bonus project kit featuring the Floral Delight designer paper. Here's a couple more projects with that designer paper. This one I think is from Kim Peck, my upline. She didn't put her name on it, but I'm pretty sure this one came with the fun little headband that she gave us. She used some of the designer paper, the Everyday Happiness from the scrapbooking brochure that's available with the Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, and a little bit of that wild wheat. So pretty. Here is a fun little thing. Again, no name on it. I remember, I can picture the person who gave this to me, and I don't even know if I know their name. It was at lunchtime, and she said that I inspired her, and she created these sticky notes that have that little card poem. I didn't sign this card before I sent it on to you, although it holds my warmest thoughts, invisible but true. So if you find you need to brighten someone else's day, just take this card and sign it and send it on its way. So she had these custom printed and then created these cute little books to give out on stage, a little magnet in there that holds that down. So fun. I love that. Sharing what I love, loving what I do. What a great stamp. My mom used the Floral Delight designer paper to decorate these little treat bags, and I did eat all the goodies that she gave us to go in here. There was some Cheez-Its and some cookies and some chocolates and just some things to kind of tide us over in between sessions. But I had to save the bag so I could show you because I thought it was just so cute. These bags are part of the Hearts of Elegance suite that's part of the online exclusives. There are large bags and small bags. This is the larger of the two. Sherry's saying she wants a tutorial on Heather's card. I'll add that to my list. Our next card, oh my gosh, I hope this one has a name on it. Oh, I don't think it does. And I am not remembering who gave me this one. I feel like it might have been a team member. Michelle, if you got this card and you remember, let me know. This uses the detail dies that I think are part of that Floral Delight, that whole suite, and the wishing, the layered wishing there, and little cute little bead trinkets. This one has so many layers. It is a lemon lolly, peach pie, and some of that Floral Delight designer paper. Even the inside has one of the detail dies. So gorgeous. I love this card. I wish I had a name to give credit. I think there's a few more cards in here that don't have names on them. I'll do my best to share when I know. All right, we have a few more from the January through April mini catalog, so I kind of put those together. This one is from Tony Shaw. I was so happy to see her in Raleigh. She used, I think this is Robin Armbrecht's technique with the triple cutting, so you cut at the angle. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe just triple angle or something like that. This is the Ocean Friends designer paper, and she's die cut some of the images from the paper and then just the fun little panels in the background. These colors are so great. Summer Splash, Lemon Lime Twist, we got some Calypso Coral in there, and the Melon Mambo as well. Our next card uses, this one is from Betsy Roux, R-O-U-W, from Canada, I think. And she used that Storybook Moments designer paper, the mini corrugated embossing folder, so pretty, with a bit of pink and white gingham from the Wildflower Birthday, but then the die cut comes from Storybook Moments. Such a cute card, such a great layout, and I love the little pink embellishments on there. The next one, also using Storybook Moments, comes from Sherry Roper, and she even included a little an envelope in there. This one has a little bookmark. I love that. Thanks so much. A little tag, and it goes in the corner pocket. I love this card. Little stamping on the inside. This is Cajun Craze with a layer of crumb cake under there. Isn't that awesome? I'm going to put that back in there so I can remember who that one's from. Some of the annual catalog stuff that I know is going to be retiring includes the Unbounded Beauty designer paper and the Full of Life designer paper. There are some papers that carried over into the new catalog, and so I was really excited to see that. But we know pretty sure that a lot of them that didn't carry over are going to be retired. So we're waiting to see that last chance list. And that's going to come out, like I said, around April 1st. This one comes from Lori Sock, and she's also from Canada. I was so excited to meet Lori. Was it her sister? No. I think Lori, it was Lori and her mom or her daughter. I don't remember which one Lori was. I'm envisioning the picture that we took with them at lunchtime. Am I remembering and getting everybody mixed up? It was so great to meet you, Lori, and thank you so much for the swap card. I love this pretty in pink. This has got the summer splash and the petunia pop and there. And this one is from Rebecca Prather, using a little bit of the hollyhock bundle from the annual catalog and that Full of Life rainbow designer paper. So pretty, with Berry Burst for the card base. This one is Ashley. Now I'm trying to remember. Were they Ashley and Lori? We met sisters and we met mom and daughter pairs. And I think I'm getting them mixed up. This is so pretty. I need to use Azure Afternoon more. Azure Afternoon with some balmy blue. And I love these little party dots. You brighten up so many days. Aren't these cards great? I know, Melissa, that lavender paper. I can't believe it carried over. I was really quite surprised to see that, actually. I got lots of things with butterflies. There are several different butterfly bundles in the catalogs right now. Butterflies. This little sewing kit, I think, is from Barb Price. I love that. She's always got these little sewing kits. Such a great little travel thing, because I'm always popping something or needing to stitch something up. So I loved that little thing. I think the scallop tag punch is in the catalog too. Isn't that right? Carried over. And then we've got this card from Denise Moss, also from Canada, and she used some of this new designer paper from the online exclusives, the floral paper. Really pretty here with blueberry bushel and crushed curry, no, daffodil delight. I like blue and yellow together. Such a pretty card. And then the detailed butterfly comes from this set from the annual catalog that coordinates with this sketched butterfly stamp set. So that's one of our butterfly bundles. This black and white card, oh, it doesn't have a name on it. I remember swapping with this person too. So pretty. I love the little frame with the stylish shapes, the bow wow punch, and the detailed butterflies from that bundle. This is the other butterfly bundle that you might have gotten the stamp set during celebration, and this has the hybrid embossing folder. This card comes from Kathy Schrocken. Kathy S. From Kathy's Creative Impressions. Lemon Lolly for the card base, and then some detailed die cut with the glitter paper layered onto the embossed butterfly, embossed and die cut from the beautiful bouquet designer paper, which carries over. Excited to see that. Stamped background looks like designer paper, doesn't it? So pretty. Here's another card. This one doesn't have a name on it. Wonder if it's inside. Oh, if you're going to swaps at events, put your name on it. Take ownership of your cards. At least put a little stickier paper in there. This one also uses the beautiful bouquet designer paper, detailed die cut out of the same designer paper, and the swirly embossing folder. One more with butterflies. This one is from April Booth, a team member who was with us at OnStage. I gotta open this up and show you because she made a fun fold and she's got the measurements for us. This has a card base that pulls out. She used the Wildflower Birthday designer paper and created this card. Let me hold this steady for you in case you want to do a screenshot. Kind of a fun card. I love that. Thank you so much, April, for inspiring us Oh, so pretty. There are so many things, both from the annual catalog and the January through April mini catalog, that I'm anxious to see, like what's gonna be wrapping up and what's gonna carry forward. I've got a few more cards to share with you. Ooh, we get to end with new stuff. Awesome. That one's not as, I'm going to move that up. I'll move it right now. This one's from Jenny Miller, and she used the utterly adorable designer paper with a soft wave, not designer paper, bundle with a soft wave embossing folder. I think this punch, is it back in? Nope, not until April. Sorry, I misspoke. The to the point punch does carry over though, so there's still plenty of time to get it. The Cute Little Otters has a die with that log that's part of the bundle, and the stamp set, or the stamp that says "You're utterly amazing" comes in the bundle too. So cute. Then we've got this card from Shar Cooper, I think. I'm pretty sure this is Char's card. She used the Country Woods designer paper. The Make-A-Wish comes from the Wildflower birthday bundle. Little heartfelt hexagon back there with all the different wood grains. So pretty. Crumb cake for the card base on this one. Next card comes from Michelle Cook. Michelle, why did you give me 2 cards? Well, I'm not gonna argue. I love them both, so I'm glad I have 2 cards. This one has a double flap card and uses that Everyday Happiness designer paper. This punch, again, is the same one that Jenny used. That's to the point. It's the Hearts and Hugs, or Hugs for Love, or something like that stamp set. But then there's also another one that coordinates with it that has some of these other designs. It's in the mini catalog. Bright borders. There's the Hugs for Love, and that punch is currently out of stock, but the coordinating stamp set, Bright Borders, and the other Hugs for Love stamp set are available right now, so you can get them right now, and the punch will be back in stock, I think, in April. Love this little double flap card from Michelle. That's awesome. Oh, because you like me. You're so sweet, Michelle. Well, thank you so much for the double swap cards. This one is from Annie Noel, and she used the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set. I think the Happy Birthday comes from the Labeled with Love stamp set. Then Busy designer paper and the Happy Hibiscus embossing folder. Boho blue for the card base, and in that designer paper, boohoo blue, because we're so sad that it is retiring, and we're gonna miss that one. I am gonna miss it, aren't you? This was a cute little swap. This one is from Cassie, created by Cassie. So fun. I love that. So this has like a little tent fold and a little Velcro, so it makes kind of like a little purse card. It has a handle here at the top, and I love the way that looks with the embossing folder and designer paper, and a little pocket in the back to stick a little message or something fun back there. And then this one is from Emily Ray, who also sent a little cup of tea. Thank you so much for that. Love this tulip designer paper. I think this one's retired. We got Pool Party here in the cane weave embossing folder. A beautiful layered card, and especially appropriate today as we welcome spring, the first day of spring today, on Thursday, March 20th. Our last few cards use some brand new products that just came out in January and March as online exclusives. This is one I showcased a week ago on Sunday, called the Notes of Texture bundle, and the Floral Texture Suite, I think. This one is by Mary Ellen Stites, and she used the, not Swath Suede, what is this one? The brown Pecan Pie. I miss soft suede. Pecan Pie is really pretty though too, and she's got it layered here with Mossy Meadow and some of the designer paper that looks like that linen, that texture. So pretty. Mini corrugated embossing folder, definitely a new favorite of mine. This one is from Rachel Chamberlain, and she used another new bundle which has the coordinating masks that you can blend. And Mom and I showed that one in another video. We've been trying to showcase all those new things. So this one is part of the Lovely Garden suite, and the other one for Mary Ellen is part of the Botanical Textures suite. Another online exclusive from March is the Flowers of the Year. And this card is from Ray Ann Littrell. She used some peach pie along with Calypso Coral and crumb cake to create this one using the February, March, and April flowers. So pretty. We were just looking at this stamp set earlier today. Here's a card using the mixed media floral from January. This one is from Carol Rosenboom, my friend up in Canada. Hope you're having a safe journey back home. Cane weave embossing folder here and pecan pie designer paper. Love these colors together. The Daffodil Delight with the pecan pie and some wild wheat in the background. I was going to say that looked like old olive, but that's wild wheat. Spotlight on Nature dies. I'm not sure. I heard a rumor that they're not going to carry over, but we haven't seen the list yet of Last Chance, so I'm still hopeful that those Spotlight on Nature dies aren't going away, but in case they are, if you don't have them yet, you should order them. Don't say I didn't warn you. This card's from Margot Richardson. She used the Arch dies to create a mask and then sponge some colors with Petunia Pop and Daffodil Delight. This is my stamp set with you in mind, along with the mixed media floral. Such a pretty card. Oh, I know, Melissa. There are so many things. I'm reserving my sadness until I know for sure about the Last Chance items. These are just some of the cards. I think these are all the cards that I brought home from OnStage, but just a little taste of some of the swapping and the gifts that I enjoyed. Thank you so much to everyone who swapped with me, and thank you to everyone who blessed me with so many amazing gifts. I really did have such a great time OnStage. Now, if you're a demonstrator, or if you're not and you're thinking about joining as a demonstrator, the next OnStage event is going to be next March 2026 in Long Beach, California, and so I hope to see you there. We have another event in August. That's for leaders, though. That's the backstage conference. I'm just trying to think what else is coming up. I think the other ones are like online and virtual. And of course, you'll see me here, right here, Julie's Stampin' Spot on YouTube. Thank you for watching with me tonight. I know this was a longer than normal video, but I appreciate chatting with you and sharing with you. So thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this unboxing video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so that you can see all the amazing things I'm going to be creating with the products that I shared with you tonight, especially those brand new in colors. Have a fabulous week ahead. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Mom and I don't remember what we're sharing. We made out our whole schedule. We're still trying to showcase a lot of new product that you can get right now. And so I don't know that we're going to do our sneak peeks until later in April, but we have a stamp along coming up. This week is going to be a regular video, and then next week on March 30th, we're going to do a stamp along to celebrate our 200th episode of Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. So make sure that you tune in Sunday at noon for that. Next week, we've got a swap video on Tuesday, and of course, Thursday night stamp therapy. Oh my gosh, it's the end of the month. So next week on Thursday, I'll be sharing projects for the March bonus project kit featuring the Floral Delight designer paper and suite from the January through April mini catalog. So I look forward to sharing with you again in the coming days and weeks. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate all of you so very much. Have a great night, a great week ahead, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye, everybody.